It's definitely cracker time now. I just had a Kilchoman Saneg, which was quite heavily peated. And I drank a couple of glasses of water like this one. After that, but the only way to get the taste of that peat out of the mouth and refresh the palate for something else is to have the oat cake and some water. And hopefully that will clean up the palate. You see, the Kilchoman Saneg was 46% alcohol by volume, and this is 47% alcohol by volume. Yes, folks, I'm coming back to revisit this stuff 4 months later. 4 months after the time I opened it last time. And I'm talking in real time because these are pre-recorded videos, and it might be 5 months by when the video ends up showing up, because I'm about a month ahead right now. Yeah, I might as well pour a dram of the Elijah Craig 12, of which I have 2 other bottles still sealed and full, so I'll be able to enjoy them in time, and that's too much. Let's pour a little back in, a little more back in. I do have a couple more reviews to do, but I don't call them reviews. I have a couple more whiskey videos to do this evening, and this is going to go in the camping box because I'm going camping a week from now. And that's a little bottle end. I will have the equal end of a bottle with this one as soon as I pour a dram. About so much. That's about a little much. A little much back. Yeah. It is, after all, 47%. We don't want to overload ourselves with this. But this one also can go in the camping box. This is the small batch. Small batch, non-age statement. And I have here a bill of sale, probably for the small batch non-age statement. $59.99. When you add the 10-cent bottle deposit, it's $60.09. $3 goods and services tax, $6 liquor tax. Out the door, $69.09 on a debit card. And those are Canadian dollars. So that would translate to about, I don't know, $52 American, something like that. Oh, but first, I should have a little more of this to kill the flavor of what I had before, which was the Kilchoman Saneg. This is my 4th whiskey video tonight. I started with the 2017 Heritage 40 Creek, which was surprisingly complex for a 40% alcohol by volume whiskey, and the flavor was big flavor. After that, I went to a Macaroni's Trois Casques Highland blend between, what was it, Blair Athol and something. Anyway, that was very nice. And after the Macaroni's, I did a Kilchoman Saneg. So I've had 4 drams already. This is my 5th and 6th. And maybe I'll do a 7th if I'm still coherent after this one. Yeah, video production this weekend. This does such a great job of taking the flavor of the last thing away. Mm-hmm. Okay, with one oat cake, it took me 6 minutes to get rid of what flavors were in my mouth. This is the 12-year-old. Lovely stuff, even though it's been oxidizing for 4 months. You get those classic bourbon notes of brown sugar and cherries. A little bit of that rye influence. Tiny little bit of dill. Caramel, vanilla. This has been oxidizing for 4 months. It's been. I'm sort of doing a progress report as we go along, because when I opened these, it was just when I first opened these, it was just opening the bottles and trying them. Vanilla coming in now. Vanilla along with the dill. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, this 12-year-old Elijah Craig. One shade lighter in color is the small batch. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the small batch non-age statement. It's a shade lighter in color, I think. At least when I point the light right through it. I don't think it shows up very well on the camera. I'm getting some vanilla. I'm getting some dill. I'm getting some cherries. I'm even getting some caramel. But it's a flattened version of the 12-year-old. It's good, definitely. Don't get me wrong, but it lacks the depth and complexity that you get from the old 12. Very pleasant whiskey, this. Well, let's take a few small sips of the regular. And my sound went off, so I'll just turn it back on. After 8 hours, my amplifier quits. Not that I'm listening to anything right now, but I will be when I replay this to edit it. Sweet. Sweet. I was getting a Kentucky hug there a little bit. I know it's only 47%, but it's got some strength to it. This is the no age statement. Small batch. I got some maraschino cherries. Sweetness, like maraschino cherries, exactly. Some vanilla, quite a bit of vanilla. A little bit of dill from the rye. Maybe a tiny bit of minty notes, also from the rye. It's good. And I mentioned the price already, didn't I? $69.09 out the door. And it was the same price for the 12, maybe a month or two earlier, before the 12 ran out on the shelf. And the only thing that I could get there was this one. However, there were still bottles of 12 available in other stores from the one I'm talking about. This was the store at Uptown, just a couple blocks away from here in that direction. So now we go on to the 12-year-old small batch Elijah Craig, which I still have 2 full bottles sealed, and the remnants of this one are going camping with me, so I can use them for purposes, such purposes as starting fires and things like that. Beauty. Cherries. Bit of corn sweetness. Again, cherries. It's not quite as sweet. The 12-year-old is not quite as sweet as the non-age statement, but it's sweet nonetheless. There's a little more vanilla, I think. It's just that the flavors seem to jump out more from the 12-year-old. More wood influence, definitely. More caramel, vanilla. Tannins from the wood. But still a very smooth cherry kind of experience. Yeah. Oh, just nosing this is making me high. It's making me feel more inebriated as I go along. But don't forget, this is my 5th and 6th dram, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I love the nose on this. I love the cherry. The cherry and the vanilla and the caramel. A little touch of brown sugar. A little bit of dill. It is just lovely. Both of these are good. Don't get me wrong. Both of these are good. But the age statement one just has a little more to it. Seems to be more vanilla on the non-age statement, but more cherry and more caramel on the age statement. And that's after they were open for 4 months. Anyways, I think I've concluded this little experiment, and I will drink to your very good health.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.